Alright guys, so we're moving on to 9.4, which is the volume of pyramids and cones. And the formula for the volume of a pyramid, which is what we have here, is going to be volume equals 1/3 of the area of the base times the height. So basically, if I took a prism that looked just like this, that had a height and a base measurement that the same exact, I would find the area of the base times the height. And then in order for me to get the pyramid, all I would have to do is take 1/3 of that. And that's what's going to end up giving me my volume here. So let's go and plug in everything we know here. So I'm going to do 1/3 the area of the base times the height. So right now I know my base shape is going to be a square here. So I know if this is 16, this is 16, 16, 16 all the way around. So to find the base of this, all I have to do is length times width. So I'm going to do 1/3 of 16 times 16, which is going to be length times width. And then I'm going to multiply that by the height. But if you look here, the altitude, the bottom right here, and the lateral height is going to make a right triangle. So now in order for me to find this guy, I have to end up using Pythagorean theorem. So right now I know this dot is in the middle of my shape. So since this side down here is 16, half of 16 is going to be 8. That's going to be 8 right there. So now I have to find the h here. So I'm going to do a squared plus 8 squared is equal to 17 squared. So if I end up solving for this, I get a squared, this is going to be 64 squared, and 17 times 17 is going to be 289. And then if I end up subtracting these, I would get a squared is equal to, so 289 minus 64 is going to give you 225. And if I take the square root of both sides, the a value is going to be 15. So that means the height of my pyramid is going to be 15. So I'm going to plug in 15 right here. And when I multiply this all the way out, I should end up with 1,280 meters cubed. Remember, volume is always measured in cubic measurement. So literally all I have to do is 1/3 the area of the base times the height, and that is going to end up giving me my volume. Alright guys, so now on example number 2, it says inside your directions here, you have a square pyramid with base edges of 15 centimeters and a height of 22 centimeters. So right now I have a pyramid, and the first thing I need to write down is I know the volume is going to be 1/3 the area of the base times the height. So with this being said, I'm going to do 1/3. The area of the base, this is going to be a square, so I'm going to do length times width. So I'm going to do 15 times 15. Then I'm going to multiply it times the height, which is given to me, which is going to be 22 centimeters. So then if I plug this in, multiply it out, plug everything in, is going to come out to be 1,650 centimeters cubed. Because remember, volume is always measured in cubic units. Alright, and now in the last example, it looks like we have a cone here. So just like the last one, we're going to take the area of a prism and take 1/3 of it. Now we're going to take the area of a cylinder and take 1/3 of it. So to find the volume of a cone, we're going to do the same thing. So 1/3 the area of the base times the height. So right now, I know my base shape is going to be a circle. So I know to find the area of a circle is pi r squared. Then I'm going to multiply that by the height, which is going to be that guy right there. And so let's just plug in everything we know. So first I need to plug in the radius. I know all the way across my circle is the diameter, which is 6. So I'm going to take half of that. So I'm going to do 1/3 pi times 3 squared, which is my radius. Then I'm going to multiply that by the height of my figure, which is going to be 11. And so then all I literally have to do is plug all that in. And so when I plug it into the calculator, you should end up with 103.673 inches cubed. Because remember, cubic or volume is always measured in cubic units. So the main thing I need to get you guys to do is write out the formula first, then plug in everything you know, and then it should bring you the correct solution.